Welcome to the class Reproduction in Plants. In the previous class we have discussed reproduction in plants, which comes under two broad categories, that is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. And we have also discussed the various heads under asexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction was discussed, and vegetative reproduction has two methods, that is natural method and artificial method. We have already discussed the natural methods. Let us see the artificial propagation. Various methods are employed in agriculture and horticulture to produce a new plant. This is termed as the artificial propagation. The artificial propagation can be classified under two broad heads. One is the conventional method and the another one is the modern method. Conventional method and modern method. Let us discuss the conventional methods today. Conventional method can be classified into three: cutting, grafting and layering. What do you mean by conventional method? Conventional method, when we employ such artificial technique for a long span of time, it is termed as the conventional method. When it is employed for a short span of time, then we can call it as a modern method. As I told you, conventional method is classified into three: cutting, grafting and layering. What do you mean by cutting? The name itself explains you very clearly. Cutting. Cutting is nothing but cutting a part of the plant and keeping in a suitable medium for growth. It grows into a new plant. If you are cutting it from the root, then it is called root cutting. If it is from the stem, it is called stem cutting. And if it is from the leaf, we can call it as a leaf cutting. Stem cutting is most popular. Okay, let me give examples for the root cutting. Malus is an example for root cutting. Hibiscus, bougainvillea, moringa are the examples of stem cutting, and begonia and bryophyllum are the examples of leaf cutting. Now let us move on to the grafting. Grafting is the most popular today, the popular method today. So what do you mean by grafting? So two plants are joined together, two different plants are brought together to produce a new plant. That is called grafting. So in this grafting method, the plant which has contact with the soil is called stalk, and the joining part is called scion. S-C-I-O-N. So there are various types of grafting employed today. Bud grafting, approach grafting, tongue grafting, crown grafting, wedge grafting. Let us discuss one by one. Bud grafting. So this bud grafting is divided into various types. Under the bud grafting, there are several types of there, but most worldwide used is tea budding and chip budding. So in chip budding, a chip of a bark and wood is removed from the smooth surface between the node of the stalk. Tea budding is also known as shield budding. So the name itself indicates the shield is the shape of the bud. So it is the shape of the bud, and tea is the shape of the cut given on the root stock. So the shape, so then it got its name from the shape of cutting. So the incision should be given through the bark and not the wood. So cutting should be the bark. The bark should be cut out and not the wood. Again, this bud grafting is divided into various types. There are several types of bud, as I told you. Bud grafting, there are various types of bud grafting. One I told you is the tea or a shield. The another one is the chip. So beyond that, there are various is that patch grafting, micro grafting, eye grafting, flute grafting, forked grafting, ring or annual grafting. Okay, let us move on to the next, that is second one, approach grafting. Approach grafting means, see the name, approach, approaching, getting closer, getting nearer. It can be better explained with this diagram. Look at the diagram. So, a plant from the pot is joined, approached with another plant. It is joined here. Scion is here. From there, a new plant will grow. That is called approach grafting. The third one we are going to discuss is the tongue grafting. Tongue grafting make a sloping cut in the root stock with a tongue pointing upward. So make a matching cut in the scion wood with a tongue pointing downward. In the beginning I told you that tongue pointing upward, now the tongue pointing downward. So the first cut is the stalk. I told you about the stalk. Next is the scion. Both of them should be joined together and paste it with a polythene tape and tight it with the wax. Joined with the wax. Leave it for 1 to 4 weeks. It develops into a new plant. The next is the crown grafting. Crown grafting. I forgot to tell you one thing, that is tongue grafting is also known by another name called whip grafting. Okay, let us come to the crown grafting. Crown grafting, when the stalk is large in size, the scions are cut into wedge shape and are inserted on the slits are clipped. If it is a crown, the scion is kept like this. It will develop into a new plant. It has to be, as I told you in the previous grafting, it has to be pasted with the, it has to be tape, it has to be, you should put a tape and it should be joined with wax. Let us move on to the last, wedge grafting. Wedge grafting is nothing but, it is also known as cleft. When the scion is smaller than the rootstock, wedge grafts are made. How it has got its name? The name wedge. It is cut into wedge shape, that is cut in the shape of the wedge form and kept at the top. So it got its name from that, the shape of the cutting. So we have discussed all the types of various types of grafting. So let us discuss layering in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.